All right, what's up, guys? Jake from OneHive back with our third base breakdown video with the man Rex. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, Jake. It's good to hear you again.
Yeah, man.
Do another base breakdown with you.
You bet. This time we've got sort of one that obviously here you'll see down the corner there. I attacked this base, and it was one that is a variation of one that you'll see a lot with these four compartments on the side. This one's tweaked a little bit, but just give me your first impressions of this base, Rex. What you think about it?
Yeah, like you said, this is a very popular base. Modification, you'll see very different variations of this base because this one just happens to have a moat in the core, kind of giving it a vaulty feel. The only other modifications that I see are these four sections don't have the 2x6 open spaces. Yeah, let's do it slightly differently this time. Since you are the main man that destroyed this base, just absolutely wrecked it, why don't you just kind of take the lead here?
Yeah, I'll tell you what I thought about it. Like you said, this one, usually you've got a lot of double giant bomb location possibilities. In this base, there's not any. What you've got on this base here is you've got one double giant bomb location, which really is not a threat, and there's no reason to have a double giant bomb there because why would you put them there? And then you've got multiple single bomb locations spread out all over the base. You can see here that there's lots of possibilities. So that presented a little bit of a challenge, just not knowing where they're going to be at before you attack the base. The other thing is these three sides. This compartment here has an air defense guard in it. This compartment has the Archer Queen guard in it, and this compartment has an air defense. So in essence, you've got three sides that are too expensive to take out with loons. Would you not agree?
No, I totally agree with you here. The amount of air coverage on these defenses is way too much.
Yep.
The only two open compartments are these two, but an Archer Queen is like it's a more harsh version of an air defense. So
yeah.
You don't want to be one.
Yeah, honestly, I would rather try to take out an air defense with balloons than I had go on against a queen. She shoots too fast. She's just going to wreck your loon. So, to me, what I decided to do was take out, what I could in this section here. I really wanted this archer tower on the 9 o'clock position and this archer tower on the 3 o'clock position taken out. The reason being is if your hogs have to travel to those, regardless of which direction they're coming from, they're going to hit these giant bomb locations. Okay, so it's going to happen if your hogs have to enter those compartments, whether they're coming from the bottom or the top, they're going to run over those giant bombs. So I really wanted to take those out, and after that, it was just a matter of how I deployed my hogs to funnel them in the direction I wanted away from the giant bomb locations.
Yeah, there's one thing that I did want to comment on about the deck. There's no possibility of a giant bomb over here, in my eyes, because if you look at this guy's defenses and how this ring is set up, you see this ring kind of connected throughout, right?
Right.
But this area is an open section. There are no defenses, so this is an obvious test to me. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a complete ring.
Yep, I agree. I guess you have to look at it as a possibility because the space is there, but absolutely it makes no sense to put a bomb there. You could almost bet that a Tesla is going to be there to complete that ring. I think that's a good observation. The other thing about this base is the lure, to me, was very simple. I'm going to move the screen up a little bit where you can see here. Anything that you drop there, a giant, it's going to get inside there, just beating on that wall and bring your troops out. So that was pretty straightforward in my eyes. How to lure this and where to lure it to. It's right there handy close to the queen. So I just brought things down to the bottom. I don't see another way that would be better. Do you?
No, I think the bottom is the exact way to go. You just want to kill off the lure troops and then go straight to the Archer Queen.
Yeah. And about the Archer Queen on this one, to me, anytime, and now this is just my preference, anytime you have a queen that's that accessible to where she's right behind one layer of wall, and no matter, you'll see over here on the side, no matter where you drop what you're going to kill this queen with, she's going to aggro onto it immediately. So when that happens for me, it's a max P.E.K.K.A. in the clan castle every time because they kill her in one shot. If all I have to do is drop my max Pekka there, I don't even have to funnel him because he's going to aggro onto her. She's going to draw him into that compartment. All I've got to do is drop my wall breakers there, poke a hole in that wall, and one Pekka takes out the queen, and that's just something in a hog raid that if you can take something out that simply and you don't have to worry about her anymore, it makes any hog raid that much easier.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Jake. You can also, if you don't have a max Pekka provider and you have a high-level Barbarian King, you can send in the Barbarian King to do the exact same job the Pekka would. So you would drop it, and then you would drop 2 wall breakers, and that Barbarian King would be aggro to the Queen. Just you would use his ability to kill her.
Yeah, that's a great point because if that was a level 30 Archer Queen, if you've got a level 10 or up Barbarian King, he can take her out if you use his rage ability on himself. That's going to the Queen's pretty squishy these days. Anything with some force is going to take her out pretty quick. The trick is getting to her, and this guy made it easy on me.
Let's talk about how to funnel these hogs into the core.
Okay.
So, you see a lot of these ring bases, and they're very challenging for hogs. And so, we at OneHive, what we're really good at is being able to manipulate different pathways or the funnel, essentially, for these hogs to go. And how did you do it here, Jake?
Yeah, that's a good point. No matter what kind of, you'll hear on the videos, no matter what kind of even raid we're using, whether it be dragons, golem comp, hogs, we always talk about the funnel. And what we mean by that is directing your hogs to, or in this case, your hogs, to go where you want them to go. People, I hear it all the time. They say, well, my dragons got retarded on me. Well, no, you didn't direct them the right way. So in this particular base, you'll see I take out the top section here, these defenses, or at least some of them with my loons, and as we talked about, these corner archer towers. So I wanted my hogs to get to the core to where they're not running around this ring, hitting every possible giant bomb location. So once the Archer Queen was taken out, a Tesla actually pops right here to the left of this Archer Tower. Well, once that popped when I was clearing the Clan Castle troops, I knew there's a giant bomb right here. I mean, it just only makes sense. So I did a 2-finger drop. I sent hogs in onto this Archer Tower, but I also sent them in on this side over here. The reason being, I did not want the hogs to go from this compartment across the giant bomb or vice versa. I didn't want these hogs, once they cleared this compartment out, to stray this way. So if I take out the Archer Tower here and the Tesla here, the hogs are naturally going to funnel to this Wizard Tower and from there into the core. And the same here. Once this is cleared out and these are already out, those hogs are going to funnel naturally straight into the center of the base. So that's the route I took, and it worked pretty well.
I'm not sure if I draw that correctly cut out, but hopefully this is the pathway that you were speaking about.
Yep, basically that's it. Just a 2-finger drop that they came in that way and sort of met in the middle.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what Jake was talking about this funnel, if you take out these Archer Towers, there's no reason for the hogs to go this direction whatsoever. So they will always go to the core if you drop it to here.
Yep.
However, if you somehow decide to drop the hogs this way, and you say, let's say you still took it out, there's still a chance that the hogs can go over here if there's like a Tesla right here.
Yep.
If something is and a defense is connecting it and it's closer than it is to the core because of this moat structure here, they will go the wrong direction.
Yep, absolutely, and that's what you've got to do. You've got to put a stop, and again, that's why these Archer Towers were so important to this raid. Not only does it eliminate a giant bomb location, it also puts a stop to the ring, and you've got to make a break in your ring to force your hogs, or what in this case your hogs, to the core of the base. You don't want them, because every trap this guy's got is set up on the premise of troops following this ring around the base and running into all his traps. So you want to avoid that. So that's basically what you want to do, and we'll watch the replay here in a second. But that's basically it, guys. When you're looking at a holo, a base that you're going to attack with a HoloWiWi, I've said it before. The main thing you want to do is eliminate those double bomb locations with your balloons. In this particular base, we don't have that problem. So all it's about is cutting off that funnel and taking away a few giant bomb locations, single bomb locations. That way, My hogs aren't, you're not going to have enough heels, okay? What's one thing we didn't talk about is the heels that we brought. I brought 3 heels in one rage. Probably could have brought 4 heels, but I brought a rage for the clan castle troops. You're not going to have enough heals if your hogs are running over every bomb, even if they're in single locations. You're going to run out. So you'll see on the video there that I didn't trigger every bomb with my hogs. But is there anything about the heals you want to say, Rex?
No, I think you touched on it. If you know you cannot avoid giant bombs, and there is no double giant bomb set, well, for one, a double giant bomb set is going to pretty much make all your hogs into big.
Yep.
However, if your base has 4 different locations, this one, I know we marked them earlier, but we're marking them again, and you know there's a chance your hog's going to run into them, you're going to have to bring 4 different heals. You're going to have to heal to this one, and to this one definitely, probably through this one, leaving your 4th here, hopefully to the core so you can just ignore this area.
Yeah, I agree. I did it a little differently, and you'll see at the end here, I had to sort of make a decision where to use my last heal because my hogs split, but we'll talk about that then. But I agree, I probably could have brought the 4th heal. I just brought it. I didn't want those clan castle troops to give me any trouble. But we'll watch the replay for you guys, and then we'll talk about, as it goes here. You'll see the balloon drops. Again, those are the ones that I really wanted to take out in the corners there. And then we came in from the top. As soon as this, we got a Tesla pop there. I wanted to take that section out too. As soon as that Tesla popped right there where Rex were talking about in that compartment, you knew there was no giant bomb there. So I wasn't even worried about that compartment any longer. Just wanted to get that Tesla there and that Archer Tower up top to take out that single bomb location. Then it's simply a matter of dropping my my clan castle troops down here, or excuse me, my witches down at the bottom for his clan castle troops. You'll see that they're taking that out pretty simply. It didn't do the balloons did not get a complete lure, but they finish up here right there. The P.E.K.K.A, the wall breakers are down, and you'll see this P.E.K.K.A go in here, and he's going to one-shot that queen. There's the rage on my witches to take out the rest of those clan castle troops. And then right here, you're going to see the hogs come in. There's the 2-finger drop. They come in on that Archer Tower. They completely avoid that giant bomb there. You're going to see a Skelly triggers it right there, but the hogs are well clear of it. I start dropping heals right here, and then one on over by the left there, and then one in the center, like Rex talked about, just because you got the Expos, beating on them. If you can drop a heal on those hogs, an Expo's not really going to take any out. And then right here, I had to sort of make a decision. I knew they were going to split. Which one do I heal? Which one do I heal? I've only got 1 heal left, and I went ahead and went with the hogs that were near the Barbarian King. There was only 3 defenses on the other side. I wasn't really worried about those hogs getting taken out that quickly, so I went ahead and dropped it there. And as you can see, those hogs jumped back over the fence, killed the Barbarian King, and at that point, it's just cleanup. We'll fast forward a little bit here. Pretty much went to plan. You can see that there's I think I've only triggered 1 giant bomb in this raid to this point. That's because of the way that we took out those left 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock locations and the way we deployed our hogs. They triggered a 2nd bomb there at the very end, but only triggered 2 bombs the whole raid. So if you can do that with a hog raid, you're probably going to be successful.
That was a pretty raid, man. I like how you destroyed the edge Archer Towers, and then everything just went according to plan. There, you cut off the wing, and you perfectly funneled the troops. That's a great raid. Yeah,
like I said, if you can cut that ring off and then funnel your hogs to the direction where they're not going to go over those bombs, you're going to have a similar result, guys. So once again, thank you, Rex, for stopping by and going through these bases with us. And for all you guys out there watching, until next time, this is Jake reminding you guys to try and suck less.